Sean Strickland, Alex Pereira. I gotta say, I'm not a fan of the stuff that Sean Strickland says. Okay. Mm-hmm. But I liked what he said at the press conference. He had me in fucking stitches. I thought he was hilarious. I didn't see the whole press conference. I was on holiday, but I did see the highlights. I did see Sean Strickland going at Adesanya. I thought it was very, very funny. He had me laughing, but Pereira got the last laugh for sure.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm not a big fan of the stuff that he says either, but he had me laughing my ass off because he's so ballsy. You know, and for the first time, I seen someone get under Izzy's skin.
Oh, Izzy was pissed.
He was pissed. And no one's really been able to get under his skin. Even, Derek Brunson came at him pretty hard, and a couple of people have. And he's pretty cool, calm, and collected, but Izzy was real fucking pissed.
Yeah, I'd tell you, that was a classic.
But he feels stupid as shit today.
Oh, of course
you know what I mean? Like, that's, I mean, you know how it is. Like, I've talked some shit before, and then.
Bro.
Before the Rakic fight, I said, there ain't a fucking world that exists where Alexander Rakic survives on the ground with me. Then he fucking grounds me for 15 minutes.
But to be fair, though, that's what you've got to do. You've got to be man enough to talk the shit and put yourself at risk. Like look at George St. Pierre. I talked crazy shit and got choked out fucking unconscious because real men don't tap. But I remember on that conversation years ago, I think it was UFC 152. When I forget who it was, but Demetrius Johnson was fighting Joseph Benavidez on the card. And we did a lunch with the press. Mm-hmm. And Demetrius Johnson, who, as we know, one of the most dominant champions that the UFC saw, and he was well, lengthy into his title run, would not predict to the press that he was going to win the fight. And I interjected. I went, whoa, hold on. Why won't you say you think you're going to win? And he said, well, because if I don't, I'll look stupid. And I said, well, yes, but that's the risk we take. That is us displaying the confidence that we have in ourselves to say, I'm willing to put this fucking out there. I'm going to knock you out. I'm going to beat you. And if it backfires, well, then, of course, yeah, you do. You do look a little foolish.
Yeah, but that's just how it is. Sean maybe he went a little too hard, but he's pretty quick-witted, and I think that's where Izzy and Alex
the breaking nail line, that was good.
Oh yeah, well, and then he said, "Once you tell me what not to do, Izzy."
Yeah.
Oh god.
Well,
goddamn Pereira.
What not to do was eat a left hook from Pereira, who clearly showed that the power that he has is on another level to a lot of people. Sean Strickland made a lot of mistakes, though. He didn't go for a single takedown. Mm-hmm. I thought that, Sean is decent on the feet. He's very good on the ground. The in-between was lacking. Walking him down, trying to jab him down against a guy like that, it was always going to be a recipe for disaster. And, Alex Pereira once again got the job done.
And everyone thought that Sean Strickland was, like, tricking us when he was saying, I'll stand with that guy. And people were like, oh, he's lying. Like, he ain't lying. Like, he's really going to try that.
Like, because he has to.
I didn't first. That's what I said on the pre-show.
He has to stand with him because he can't take him down.
Because he can't take him down.
He can't. It's not a DC. It's not a Tyrone Woodley. Who's some other great wrestlers? It's not a Ben Askren. Granted, can Sean Strickland do a single and a double and a body lock and a fucking high crotch? Of course he can. But doing it under high pressure, doing it against a person that doesn't want to be taken down, that's your size, that's trained to stop that takedown, is much different from just knowing how to do it.
And like I said, like, I had a really pretty good week on kind of talking about how I thought these fights were going to go.
But listen to him.
It doesn't happen often. That's what I'm saying.
The start of the show, Anthony. My God.
I'm bragging about it because it didn't used to be like that. Like, I'm not used to being right.
We need humble Anthony Smith. I'm not threatening you with a knife, by the way.
No, I just doing that. I just didn't believe that Sean was going to try to wrestle. Like, I believed everything he said, and honestly, I took some of that from you talking about how good his jiu-jitsu was, and he was a good striker, but that he did tend to struggle a little bit in the middle area, and he got hit with a goddamn bomb. And then to his credit, he came right back up and then got hit twice on his way back down.
Yeah. No. Well done, Pereira. Passed the test. Of course, he's going to be next for Izzy. We'll talk about that.
Hey, I got a question.
Go ahead.
They asked me on one of the shows this weekend, do you think Alex Pereira is ready to fight guys in the top 5.
And
what do you answer it? That's for you.
Well, styles make fights. I'll tell you this, he's ready to fight Israel Adesanya, and he's beaten Israel Adesanya. And when they fight, I don't think we're going to see any wrestling. Maybe if we do, we're going to see it from Izzy, right? But I just think from a pride standpoint, he's not going to want to take him down, you know? And I don't think he would do that anyway. So we're going to see a kickboxing fight. So he's one of the best in the UFC. He's the middleweight champ. Mm-hmm. So certainly he's ready to fight guys in the top 5 if we're talking number 1. But who else is in the top 5? Are they wrestlers? Hold on, I've got the rankings right here, actually.
Marvin Vettori,
he's not a wrestler.
Whitaker.
Jared Cannonier, not a wrestler. Derek Brunson, I'd avoid him like the goddamn plague if I'm Pereira. Paulo
I looked at it kind of similar to you, that I think that there might only be 2 people, and I think maybe this is where we'll disagree. There might only be 2 or 3 people in the entire top 10 he can beat.
That he can beat?
That he can.
Oh, hold on.
Maybe top 10 is a bit exaggerated. Maybe I'm exaggerating just a bit, but I think that Vettori will wrestle him because
sure.
he out wrestled, God damn it,
Till. No, he didn't fight Till.
No.
Kevin Holland.
Oh yeah. Well, I was the Joker, Jack Hermanson. So like Jack Hermanson's a grappler, and he was able to just kind of ground him and stay on top. I think Cannonier would wrestle. Definitely avoid Brunson like the fucking plague for sure.
Avoid Brunson. Paulo Costa's just going to drink loads of red wine and get knocked out. Alex Pereira, Sean Strickland got knocked out. Jack Hermanson, Darren Till. I'd love to see Darren Till in there.
I'd love to see Darren Till in there with him for sure.
Yeah. What he did to Paulo Costa was fucking incredible. You know, Yoel Romero, Robert Whittaker twice. Who else have we got? I mean, the list goes on.
Yeah.
You know, Anderson Silva, Kelvin Gastelum, taking out all the top guys, Derek Brunson, Jared Cannonier. You know, there's literally no one else. That's why Pereira's here, a breath of fresh air, a guy that I think he might be the man to do it. I'm not saying that. He's a better kickboxer than Pereira.
Right.
But Pereira seems a little nastier. He seems to have a little bit more power. He's a little sloppier as well. But I understand why he's going to get the next title shot.
Well, he can fight Izzy on his own terms. You know, everyone else has got to find a way to neutralize or at least stay safe on their feet and find a way to win. Whether that's try to find a way to get inside and land a bomb or whatever, get a takedown, scrape away a decision. Pereira doesn't have to do that. He can fight Izzy on his own terms and can win. Now, will he? I don't know.
He's got the height as well and the length. The natural tools that Izzy has over most of the other, most of the division,
and he can stay safe just living in his world, doing fighting the way that he naturally fights. Anyways, he can stay safe and be just fine in there with Israel Adesanya, but he's got to find a way to land that shot. Can he do that? I don't know. Izzy's a different fighter. They're both different fighters than they were when they fought the first 2 times. So I don't know, but I will say that out of everyone that has a chance, Pereira has the best one. Yeah,
without doubt. And I mean, when you see Izzy, the way he beats everybody, every time afterwards, I'm always like, I'll never underestimate him again. Because I thought Jared Cannonier was going to.
And then you always do.
and then I always do. I don't know why. And when I look at this one now, early on, I'm like, oh, Pereira is going to be the guy. But that is just so disrespectful to the body of work that he's had. It's not easy to stay on top like that on your worst night. You know what I mean? On your best night. And that's what Volkanovski did. He was talking about how USADA woke him up in the middle of the night the last time he fought Max. And then he had to take melatonin to go back to sleep, and he was all kind of drowsy. That's what you've got to do as a champion. On your worst night, still become the champion. So every time you're defending it, you're against the number 1 contender. And Izzy's done that 6 or 7 times now. So, early prediction. Yeah. Early prediction, Anthony. Pereira, Adesanya, who wins?
Oh, fuck, I don't know. Izzy's really good at not taking big shots, but if I had to make a prediction, there's nothing. It would be too disrespectful to pick against Israel Adesanya right now.
Yeah.
It just
so Alex Pereira, it is then. Nice, good shot.
I'd have to pick Izzy.